Alrighty, hello everybody. Welcome back to our channel here in Elite Raceway. Great day, not only because we got the new cover of the new F1 game with Lewis Hamilton, but also because we're here in the Lusail International Circuit in Qatar with our Tier 2 group. So we're looking forward to that. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe one of our drivers already got disconnected. So let me see if I can get him in. I think that was in Kimbrough. But yes, we are here in round 8 and looking forward to this race, honestly. And we had a pretty good Tier 1 race here this past Saturday, which was live streamed and commentated by our admin J-Dog. So don't forget to give that video a view and a like, please. We do appreciate the support, honestly. And yes, and Kimber was able to join back, so perfect. So it looks like we might have a full grid. Haven't heard from Alex. Let me just double check that. Alrighty, so we do have a few drivers already on their out lap. So we have Don Valentin going to be the first driver to start his time. And it looks like we might actually have a backup reserve driver joining in to put that full grid in place. But yeah, 17 drivers on the track. Want to give a few shout outs. We did have DRS Maestro leading the championship with a, I believe, 5 or 6 wins, if I'm not mistaken. I might have to double check that. But honestly, great performance so far. And he did participate in that Tier 1 race and finished top 10. So definitely shows that he could race against the big boys. And quite a few new drivers. So we have Ovo FNW in the Ferrari, followed by Ovo, his friend AJB in the V-Carb. Also have Cypex, who actually just joined the McLaren team. Also have Pine, and for those who don't know, Sean actually changed his name to Oh Mama Membanyama. I don't know where he got that, but I guess I'll just call him Oh Mama when he comes, when he goes on the track. Alrighty, so Don Valentin about to cross the line. It looks like he's gonna put in a 124.2. Ziff putting 123.8 with the medium tires. Cowboys 123.3. Trying to make sure we can get our 20th driver in. Alrighty, I sent him my information. There he goes. Okay, so a bit of track information. So it will be 29 laps around the circuit. And for those who are watching for the first time, we do have our drivers right now doing an 18-minute qualifying session to establish their starting position for the race. The track length is 5.419 kilometers. For us Americans, that's 3.367 miles. 16 corners, 10 to the right, 6 to the left, only one DRS zone, where honestly the grand majority of the overtakes are going to be taking place at. And perfect, I did get the friend request by Murdoch, so he will be joining. Let me See if I could get him in. Alrighty, so we do have Kyle right now putting in 122.0. Quite a fast time, honestly. I think for the tier 1, if I'm not mistaken, the fastest lap was a... Let me just double check that. Well, actually, looks like I don't have that information. Okay, there we go. He was able to control. Alright, perfect. Okay, so back on the track. So the circuit, regarding the circuit layout, it is a very fast and flowing track. There are many corners that are medium to high speed with very, very little braking zones. And majority of the track, you could go flat out into some of those corners. And I think, honestly, this track emphasizes a lot on maintaining that momentum where you're rarely slowing down, honestly. And just have to keep a constant and steady rhythm, honestly. But it is tier 2, so we do have quite a few drivers that are still learning to handle the no traction control and kind of build up that confidence, that racing confidence to really take the car to the limits. And let me just make sure Murdoch is able to join into a car. So while we wait for him, so DRS Maestro putting in a 122.1, only less than a tenth away from Kyle, and a little bit close to the to the traffic there, but Cypec doing really nicely to avoid that. And I only see them getting out the way right there. So, and I do see Gord Sauce on the live chat. Hola, señor. Very, very nice to see you on the chat. Alrighty, and Cypex putting a 123.6, so that's going to put him up in P5 right behind his teammate Cowboys for Life. And it looks like DRS Maestro is on another hot lap, so we'll stay with him for a couple. And so DRS Maestro improved by a little bit. Look at that gap, honestly. Quite close, and oh Mama Sean running P3 with a 122.3. So quite a few drivers who have still yet to put in a time. And yes, so we do have Murdoch joining for the 20th place, and so full grid, honestly, for the first time in season 4. So really looking forward to seeing what this race is going to bring. And so we have high RPM crossing the line, put in a 122.8, which puts him up to P4. And if that stays like that, he'll be right behind his teammate DRS Maestro. So only 3 drivers who have yet to put in a time. Zifny improving, going up to P8 now. Yeah, and mentioning before of how this track is very It's a very fast and flowing track. So tire degradation, it's it's a bit of a pain, honestly. The front tires, they do take a big hit on this track. Um, I believe I was on the mediums, and by the ninth lap with them, I think they were already on 40%. So tire management, I mean, it takes a huge place on this track, honestly. So we have Mr. Quick and Thick and Murdoch both on their out lap, Untitled as well. And Kyle actually putting in a time, and looks like, I'm not sure if that was a game glitch, but looks like that is 3/10 up on his time. And Kyle improving, gets a 121.6. So DRS Manager has a little bit of work to do in qualifying if he wants to try beating that. One of our new drivers, Ovo, going up to P5 with a 123.0. Close times, really, if you take a look at them. Alrighty, so we do have Mr. Quick and Thick, who looks like he invalidated on his timeout, and that's actually one thing you have to be seriously careful on this track, because the track limits are just ridiculous. And yes, if I actually did notice that, so that's why I lowered it a little bit. Hopefully it's a little bit more better. Probably do it a little bit more too. Yeah, I do have my own race leagues, so I do tend to put up the volume a little bit up. Kind of forget when I do the commentating. But Murdoch crossing the line, puts in a 127.8. Still room for improvement. And Untitled actually invalidating there. So let's see if there's anybody else who is putting in a lap. It looks like Ovo might actually. And he did invalidate, but we do have side picks now, so we'll keep an eye on him. A few drivers still staying in the pits. There's still plenty of time left. 3.5 minutes left of qualifying session. Side pegs go a little bit wide right there, but still keeps the car steady. We'll keep an eye on the Delta to see if he actually improved on his time. And no, looks like he's down by a lot, so he's probably going to give that up. Two drivers are actually starting there. We do have, I believe Don Valentin actually just placed his time. Yeah, hopefully that's a little bit better, but of course, keep me posted on the live chat, of course. And Gortsas, thank you very much for the feedback. We appreciate it. Alrighty, so we do have Untitled putting in a lap. So the top three are on their out lap. Actually, Kyle just now starting his lap, so we'll keep an eye on him. Top three. Let's see, we do have Ziff. He's actually improving on his time, it seems. And Kyle up by 3/10. And I think DRS Maestro still has quite a way to go to get across the line, but oh, and invalidates. Oh man, so that is going to hurt. We'll take a look at Oh Mama Shan. Ziff crossing the line, getting to P3 now with a 122.2. And it does say that Shan was up by 4/10, but yeah, we'll take a look at that. Did have to go around a V carb. I don't know if that was, I think that was Ovo, but of course they can report that. Sean is going around the final corner. Looks like he's 2/10 up on his time and is going to put in a 121.9, 3/10 away from Kyle. DRS Maestro in Sector 2 does have a purple second sector there. Oh, thought he was going to invalidate right there, but looking quite solid. And DRS Maestro dividing the two Frenchmen, so puts in a 121.9, very close to Sean's time. And I believe, no, Cowboys for Life invalidated, and we do have, I believe, Murdoch at the end. Alrighty, so just giving them a little reminder to not ready up after the qualifying session ends. Alrighty, so we have Kyle starting on pole position, followed by DRS Maestro in P2, P3, Oh Mama Sean. I like the new name, I'll give him that. In P4 we have Ziff, followed by High RPM, Ovo FNW, Cowboys for Life, Pine, Vroom, Cypex, Jake, J-Dubs, Guardians, Don Valentin, Untitled, Mr. Quick and Thick, Kovacs, Ovo, AJB, and Kimbrel Murdoch. And I just noticed that Murdoch is also Honduran, so nice to see a Catracho right here. Alrighty, but that is our grid, and We do have a rule regarding ready up. We do like to give the drivers a few moments to catch a break after qualifying, a few moments to get their strategies and setups in place. So we do have quite a few new drivers, so hopefully that is a rule that they read beforehand. I did remind them. But a few different strategies that can happen. I did see a few mediums to hards, a few hards to mediums. Chances of a safety car are very, very rare on this track. Not saying they can't happen, but it's such an open track and so much runoff. Honestly, it's very difficult to predict it. Um, yeah, I don't think there's any changes. And looks like it was J Dubs. All right, all right, no problem. So best of luck to the drivers, honestly. Be careful on the first lap, on the first corner. There's going to be drivers first race with a full grid, so everybody is bundled up together. So just remember to keep it safe. You can't win the race on the first corner. So they do have a formation lap. Alrighty, so while they go around, we do have, regarding the standings, with DRS Maestro leading the Drivers' Championship with 241 points. 68 points behind him is Sean Frosty, or new name Oh Mama. In second with 173 points, and in third with only 6 points behind Sean. We have Room with 166 points, so still pretty close. Our constructors battle is actually very, very competitive from what I see. So we do have. I'm only going to mention the top two. Top two. So we do have Aston Martins with 279 points. 4 points behind them are the Red Bulls, but as of full-time drivers, the Aston Martins do have Room and Don Valentin as their full-time drivers who are present today. Red Bulls, unfortunately, Marky Mark wasn't able to join, but we do have DRS Maestro, so he is holding the fort down for the Red Bulls until next week, hopefully, when Mark is able to come back. And it looks like that was a bit of contact between Sean Omamo and Ziff. Man, Sean, now I gotta get used to the new name. Won't deny I don't like it. No, I do like it. I do like it. If you get into an accident, I'll just yell out, "Oh, Mamma Mia!" Alrighty, so I believe they are just waiting for the last drivers to set. There we go. We are with the full grid here. We are 1 lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, and 5 lights, and off they go. And is Kyle going to be able to have a good start? And no, DRS Maestro getting ahead of Kyle before the apex. Fantastic start by DRS Maestro. A few changes. Looks like J-Dub's dropping down quite a few positions. Oh, we do have Oh Mama going a little bit off track right there. Gets back on it, but is under pressure by high RPM. High RPM staying right behind. Great choice actually backing out of that. And right behind, we do have Pine battling it out with J-Dubs. And Kimbrel going on the inside. Looks like there's a lot of action. That is a V-carb of Ovo AJB on the gravel there. Looks like we do have a battle between Kovacs and Untitled. Oh, a little bit of contact right there between J-Dubs and the Ferrari. And now J-Dub's under pressure by Guardians. Who is he going to make a move now? Looks like now he's going to stay right behind. Untitled closing in on the outside of Kovacs and doesn't get the advantage there, but still stays close behind. And we do have Guardians. Sorry, J-Dub's actually going for the move on the outside, keeping it slightly on the track. But Untitled is fighting for that position back, and great side-by-side racing by these guys, honestly. So let's see, tires, we do have 5 drivers with the hard compounds. We have Oh Mama, Kyle, Guardians, and Kimbrough and Pine on the hard compounds, which is honestly not a bad idea. I saw it work out for quite a few drivers in the Tier 1. So we are on lap 2 and DRS is enabled now. And I believe that was Untitled going off the track, and J-Dubs going right through. And DRS Maestro with a pretty good gap right now, over 1.5 seconds. So he is out of the DRS of from Oh Mama, and that is high RPM, getting the pass down with the help of DRS up to P2. So it's a 1-2 right now for the Red Bulls. And we did have a retirement. I believe that was on the inside the pits. So that was Ovo AJB, which I don't know exactly what happened, but unfortunate for him. Hopefully better luck next time. And it looks like Ovo actually getting the pass on Mr. Quick and Thick. It looks like he had a little bit of a mishap right there, but Kyle now picking up a 3-second penalty, and now look at that, all the penalties are coming out. Don Valentin as well. So 3 drivers, I believe, with 3-second penalties, and 4 drivers now, and Kimbrough as well. And we do have Oh Mama on the DRS of high RPM, but he is quite far. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to make the move before the corner. But it looks like Jake is actually going on the inside of Vroom. And is he able to get the pass done? Looks like he is up to P7 now. Vroom slotting right behind, but he is under pressure by Ovo FNW, who goes on the inside, and looks like he's going to stay right behind. So this is definitely a track where you don't want to lose the DRS of from a DRS train. It'll literally drag them away from you. But in the back we have Kovacs trying to make the move on Don Valentin. Don Valentin going off track. I don't know if he was pushed off or just went off, but Kovacs up to P12 now, and that is yellow flags. I believe that's Pine on the getting back onto the track. DRS now putting out over 2 seconds ahead of high RPM, so having a pretty comfortable lead right now. Kyle getting the fastest lap with a 125.9, and in the back, Ovo getting past Jake. But Jake actually fighting for that position back, not giving it up, and is going on the outside. But, oh, very close driving by those two, honestly. Nicely done. And we do have Old Mama closing in quite a bit on high RPM. Kyle getting close as well. Cypex we're getting a 3-second penalty now, so quite a few drivers already picking up those penalties. So high RPM with not a lot of battery to defend against Omama, but he was trying to defend that. Sean going on the outside, and looks like Kyle wasn't close enough to get that pass done as well. So quite a few good battles happening around here. So we do have from P2 to P4, followed by from P5. Well, the two McLarens close to each other as well. We do still have quite a few drivers close to each other. Kyle still on the back of high RPM, who has actually done quite well to save up that battery. But high RPM is going to get the DRS from Sean to help him defend from Kyle. Yeah, using that battery, but still not enough to get closer. But gets very close to the back of high RPM, and Ovo losing 2 positions. Vroom and Jake getting past him on the DRS straight. So regarding the penalties, so Kyle, Cypex, and Don Valentin with 3 seconds, Untitled with 6 seconds, Ovo also joining the 3-second club, and Kimbrough with 9 seconds. So quite a few drivers that can potentially lose a few positions due to that. And Alex in the live chat asking if Omama Wembanyama is Sean. Yes, that is. It's his new name, so yeah, I can't get used to it. I can't get used to it. Ay. It's a bit of a tongue twister, so I'll stick with "Oh Mama," but it does sound weird. So Kyle still staying right behind a high RPM. Both of them pretty much on equal battery there. Cowboys for life. Ooh, going on the inside, a little bit of a teammate battle right here. Going on the inside of Cypex, and it looks like Cypex stays ahead. Guardian's taking up the 3-second penalty now. that is Ovo going a little bit off track. I wonder if that was actually track limits. Oh, losing the car a little bit. And that is Vroom trying to see if he could take advantage of that. Looks like he's going to stay right behind him. I like Vroom. I've raced him for a long time. I know he's a patient guy. He'll wait for the right moment. Oh, it was a little bit wide right there, and still within that second to get that DRS on the next upcoming corner. We'll have Pine all the way in the back looking to make a move on his teammate Murdoch. Both on equal... Actually, no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Both on different tires, actually. So Murdoch with the mediums, Pine with the hards. Still some more penalties coming out. And Kimball getting 12 seconds now, and I'm trying to get that move done on Murdoch, doing really well to stay close, but yet not too close to make any contact. It's a really good exit, so he's definitely going to get that pass down on Murdoch right there. Although he doesn't have enough battery, actually. I take it back. That is Guardians going on the outside, overtaking both McLarens and... Sorry, not McLarens, Mercedes, and that was contact, and that is Pine getting back onto the track. Yeah, a little bit of contact right there. But, yeah, I said McLarens, but honestly, Guardians just surprised me right there. Oh, Murdoch going wide, and Pine getting the advantage, getting past him. Do have a battle here with the Kovacs and Untitled as well. And Kimbo right behind. So really great race, honestly, from the front to the back of the grid. Nice to see everybody getting those battles in. Oh, the McLaren boys are back to battling together, wheel to wheel. Cypec staying ahead. And if I'm not mistaken, both of them are actually on equal strategies, so I wonder who will be the first one to pull the trigger on going to the pits. And Don Valentin picking up another 3-second penalty there. And we do have Guardians and Pine. Yeah, Pine getting super close to the back of Guardians. So looking back to the front row, now DRS Maestro has lost that time, and Sean, or Oh Mama, does have that DRS right behind tongue twister right behind DRS, and high RPM right behind them as well. And Kyle actually joining the party as well, so he does have that 3-second penalty. So interesting to see how this will turn out in the end. You never know, they'll pick up a penalty ahead of you. So can definitely still fight it. So DRS Maestro and High RPM are both on the medium compounds. Oh Mama and Kyle on the hards. So, like I said before, the mediums by lap 9, they were already, for me, honestly, were already by 40%. So I can already imagine how DRS's and High RPM's tires are feeling. And that is yellow flags. I believe that is the Haas of N. Kimbrough in Sector 1. we are going to stay with the front runners right now. So Oh Mama does have that flap open, and is he going to be able to get the overtake done? Looks like he is going on the inside of DRS Maestro, and high RPM staying ahead of Kyle. So Sean, it's Sean Frosty, aka Oh Mama, taking the lead of the race now. And it looks like both Red Bulls are battling it out as well. So high RPM getting past DRS Maestro. A little bit of contact from Kyle right there. And Kyle looking to go on the inside. Picks up a 3-second penalty for that. And so Kyle does have 6 seconds of penalties now. So I know he's definitely frustrated by that. And Murdoch now picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. And so this is where we see the tire advantage of the hard compound. So Oh Mama already over a second ahead of high RPM and DRS Maestro. And looks like that's DRS pulling the trigger, going into the pits now. He is going on the hards now, and so the McLaren of side packs, a few drivers already making up those positions while DRS pits. It looks like we also have Cowboys for Life going to the pits, and Kyle getting past high RPM. So Kyle up to P2 now. Still doing well to stay close to Kyle. We do have quite a few drivers still close behind. That is Cowboys for Life and Don Valentin. Cowboys for Life going on the inside. And contact from Don Valentin. And that is Guardians retiring in the pits. So it's always commentator's curse. Every time I put the camera on somebody, something happens, apparently. And Ovo in the Ferrari picking up a 10-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. So he was, I believe, in a battle with quite a few drivers, so that is going to hurt him. Untitled as well, picking up 3 seconds. This track is just giving penalties to everybody, apparently. Yes, well, we have Kyle with 6 seconds, Cypex 3, Ovo 13, Untitled 12, Don Valentin 6, and Kimbrough 15, and Murdoch with 10 seconds. So we do have Cowboys for Life. Getting past Vroom, who is exiting out of the pit lane. And that is yellow flags in Sector 2. I believe that is the Mercedes of Murdoch in P18 at the moment. And now Kyle within that second. Oh, and that is your favorite Jake getting past Cypex up to P5 now. So looking at the position changes, so most positions up, we do have your favorite Jake with 6 positions up to P5. And Kimbrel also going up to P, actually losing a position now. Kovacs getting the overtake done, and that is actually, and Kimbrel going into the pits for that reason. Quite a few drivers who have still yet to pit. And up ahead, Kyle getting past Oh Mama. So taking the lead of the race, a new leader. And we will keep an eye on that delta from DRS Maestro, since he does put in a fastest lap of 125.7. So it will be interesting to see where the top 2 come out once they enter the pits. Cypex looking to make the attack on Jake. Is he going to go on the outside? Gets the move done, so up to P5 now. And he does have his teammate Cambridge for Life also hunting Jake down. And that's N Kimbrel picking up another 3-second penalty for track limits there. So Sean O'Mama is going into the pits, and we will take a look at where DRS Maestro is. Yeah, O'Mama Sean is getting those tires changed, and DRS Maestro on the straight. Is he going to be able to get past O'Mama by the time he gets out of the pits? Looks like he is. So he does have O'Mama Sean right behind with the fresh mediums. DRS Maestro with 4-lap-old hard compounds. So only 2 drivers who have yet to pit. It's Kyle and actually no, I think Ziff already pit. And that is the ghost of Murdoch getting lapped. So that wasn't an overtake. And just looking for the stop. So yeah, actually yeah, no, Ziff already pit. Kyle, the only driver who has still yet to change his tires. And Alex saying the call Sean just wet bananas, yeah. I like that. He did warn me that he changed his name. I just wasn't prepared for the commentating with the new name. So Kyle has entered the pits now, and DRS Maestro getting past Kyle. High RPM picking up the fastest lap of the 125.2. And looks like high RPM is also going to get the overtake on Kyle, who's leaving the pits at the moment. So again, Kyle does have that 6-second penalty, so a bit of a battle between the 2 McLarens again. Honestly, these 4 have put up quite a nice fight these past 18 laps. Cypex now picking up a 3-second penalty, so that is going to hurt his result at the end if they continue to be this close to each other. And oh, Cowboys for Life actually having a little bit of a spin. I don't know if there was contact, but now dropping positions down to P9, and he does have Ziff closing in right behind. It looks like Ziff is going to take advantage of that, get that overtake done, so he's up to P9 now. He is on 14-lap-old hards compared to the 5-lap-old hards of Cowboys for Life. We do have Old Mama closing in on DRS Maestro. Old Mama getting a fastest lap for 124. And Kimber picking up another 3-second penalty. So if I'm not mistaken, I think that's 21 seconds of penalties. Won't hurt his result, but gotta keep the car on the track, please. He did say he was dealing with an ear infection, so I guess I'll give him the vertigo pass, indeed. And oh, I think that is Sidepex trying to get that move on Jake. Closing in quite a lot, and looks like he's not going to get any passes done yet. Ovo still right behind, and that is Sean closing in on DRS Maestro. So now 2 tenths away from DRS Maestro now. So 10 laps remaining, and curious to see how the tire difference, the tire strategy is going to benefit one of them. Oh, Mama getting that flap open, and he is going to get that overtake done on DRS Maestro, now taking the lead of the race. Kyle picking up the fastest lap with a 123.8 now with those threshold mediums. And high RPM actually doing really well to build that gap. So now over 2 seconds, almost 2 seconds ahead of Kyle. Well, it is Ovo FN1 going on the inside of turn 1. Gets that pass done nicely, and that is high RPM. Pick up a 3-second penalty now, so has to be a little bit careful to not pick up any more. Very close racing. So we do still have Ovo FNW with 19 seconds worth of penalties. You never know if he can appeal the 10 seconds. We don't know exactly what happened in the pit lane. Sometimes it could be a car tapping you in the back and just pushing you past the speed limiter. But yeah, we'll just have to see after the race. But it's always nice to still see the drivers fighting and putting up that battle. And we do have DRS Maestro still close behind Oh Mama. And that is Ovo and the Ferrari getting past Jake on the DRS straight, and that is a yellow flag. That's a safety car. Not exactly sure what happened. It looks like, let's see if we'll see it from J-Dub's point of view. It looks like he went into the wall. As if wondering what happened. I'm curious as well. You're welcome to share what happened on the live chat, but if it's against a driver, just obviously a little bit careful with what you say. So that is a safety car, and that is going to change quite a bit of what's gonna happen. We were just talking about in the beginning how safety cars are very rare on this track, and yeah, it looks like he just couldn't control the car. A little bit of equipment issue there. Very unfortunate for Ziff. He had a really great race last week in the in the in Miami. I believe he picked up a P3. So yeah, very unfortunate for him, honestly. Yes. So hopefully we hopefully we see something better next week. So drivers are going into the pits, and that is going to benefit old Mama a lot because he did start on those medium tires. DRS now switching to the mediums, fresh mediums. High RPM actually going on the softs, and with how much this track is rough on the tires, I mean, I don't know if that's really a great idea. But yeah, no, we'll just have to see. And looks like we do have Ovo FNW not opting to actually stay out. Yeah, opting to not go into the pits and stays out with the 18 lap old hards. So it is going to be a bit tricky defending, but and he does have, I believe, 19 seconds worth of penalties. The drivers behind, they do have penalties as well, but yeah, we'll see how he is able to defend from that. But yeah, it's a few drivers actually going for the soft compound. So high RPM, Vroom, and Don Valentin going for the softs. Mr. Quick and Thick and Untitled as well. It could also be strategy, just because prior to the race you're able to choose which strategy you want, either the hardest of the strategies where you have more mediums, or but yeah, very interesting. Cypex also choosing to stay out on the 18 lap old hard compound, so both Cypex and Ovo FNW on the same strategy. But yeah, I do agree on what a few drivers are saying on the chat, where by 7 laps, those soft compounds are gonna be a hassle to handle. My goodness. But they are waiting for quite a few drivers to bundle up together. We do have the drivers in the back who are still quite far behind, so it might go around for one more. But I think by then they should be all bundled up together. But we will go over the position changes. So, Old Mama up 2 positions. DRS in the same position. Ovo FNW up 3. Kyle down 3. High RPM staying the same. Both Sidepegs and Jake going up 4 positions. Room up 1. Cowboys for Life down 2. J-Dubs up 2. Pine down 3. And a few drivers who actually moved up. Quick and Thick up 4. And Kimbrough up 6. Untitled up 1. Kovacs up 2. And Don Valentin down 3. Down 2. And Murdoch up 3. So quite a few positions changes from what we're looking at. Yeah, so they do have Kovacs getting closer, just around the corner. And also the Mercedes of Murdoch. Oh, sorry, not Murdoch. Don Valentin. There we go. So the cars are bundled up together. I don't think Don Valentin was able to make it back on time. We're gonna go around one more time. Oh, looks like there's a little bit of glitching back and forth there. I'm not sure what happened, but yeah, it looks like nothing happened. So just a few laps remaining, and I think we will stay on board with high RPM, who's on the soft compounds. Do think that there might be quite a few overtakes happening at the start, but honestly looking forward to it. Guardian saying it's the longest safety car ever. Yes, it is. They like to keep the suspense. Alrighty, so it looks like safety car is in, and just a reminder to the drivers to make sure you're not alongside during the safety car, just because the game tends to glitch, and so you don't want the other driver to get an illegal overtake. So we will stay on board with high RPM, who is on the soft compounds. Ovo in P3, defending from the fresher tires. Cowboys for Life picking up a 10-second. So that's exactly what I was saying. The 10-second penalty for ignoring yellow flags, and off they go. Pretty great start by Oh Mama Sean. And I believe that is your favorite Jake getting the overtake on Cypex already. So he is on the fresher tires, and up ahead, looks like they are going to remain the same. J-Dub's getting past Cowboys for Life. And Kyle going around the outside of the Ferrari gets that pass done and is up to P3 now. Oh, a bit of contact between high RPM and Jake. Jake trying to get that move done, and he is under pressure by the McLaren, and right behind the McLaren is Vroom as well. Yeah, so it's just a matter of patience, and that is Ovo making a mistake, and high RPM sliding right through, and Jake trying to go for the opening, and a bit of contact right there. Yeah, just a little patience, and it is going to happen. You can get that pass done. Very hard to time that braking when you're behind a driver with older tires. But high RPM actually over 2 seconds now behind Kyle, and I believe that is your favorite Jake going on the inside of Ovo FN1, getting that pass done, and I don't think Cypex is going to get the overtake done. Whoa, looks like that's Vroom going on the inside. Up to P7 now, and Cypex going a little bit wide, but staying on the track, and that is a bit of contact. Kyle now picking up another 3-second penalty, so he is now, I believe, 9 seconds, and trying to make that overtake on J-Dubs. So we do have 3 laps remaining. I'm going to put the penalties up, and so yes, Kyle with 9 seconds, and if it stays this close, he is going to lose quite a lot of positions there. Ovo FN1 as well. up ahead we have DRS Maestro closing quite a bit of on Kyle actually. I'll go back to that in a few seconds. Oh, that is DRS Maestro going on the inside, gets that pass done on Kyle, who looks like both of them were thinking of going on the inside line right there at the same time. Very close call, but great racing, honestly. Yeah, Gortsas, you have a lot of penalties there. I'm gonna have to nickname them Penalty Merchant Juniors over here, since this is tier 2. Kyle, well, having a little bit of a slip up right there and stays right behind DRS Maestro. And we do have, I think, Pine right on the back of Cypex as well. And now DRS picking up a 3-second penalty, so this is going to be an interesting end if Omama can keep it within the white lines. And that is Pine trying to go for the move on Cypex. Nicely done, honestly. Was run on the outside, but looks like Cypex actually picked up another 3 seconds, so that's 9 seconds for the McLaren there. And so Pine is up to P9. Can potentially get up to P7 if he stays close to Ovo, FN1, and Cowboys for Life there. Now up ahead, DRS Maestro getting the pass done on Omama. Oh, Kyle having a little bit of a lockup right there, but still staying close to Omama there. That name honestly throws me off. And Kyle going off, cutting the corner there, gets another 3-second penalty, and yeah, Gorsaz, Kyle is kind of the penalty merchant of this group. Has picked up quite a lot of penalties, and that have unfortunately cost him, but still a great driver, honestly. So DRS now, I believe he was able to get Sean off of the DRS, and now Kyle going on the inside. I guess a bunch of mini U's out there. And looks like that is Cowboys for Life going on the inside of turn 1. A bit of contact between the McLaren and the Ferrari there. And it looks like Pine is trying to get past. He's trying hard to try getting past them. So Omama just has to make sure he doesn't pick up a penalty in these last couple corners, and he will be securing that win if he can. Just has to keep it within those lines, and DRS actually putting up quite a bit of a gap from them, or from Omama there. They're staying on board with Sean, and he does really well to take that corner and has a really good exit right there, and looks like he is going to get that win. And Kyle picking up the fastest lap with 122.9. So that is that's two Red Bulls on the podium, and behind we do have Cowboys for Life losing a bit of positions right there as well, down to P8. Ovo had quite a lot of penalties there, so it is moving down quite a few positions. Keeps on going down. Keeps on dropping. And yeah, looks like the back of the grid is not going to get affected by those penalties. But big congratulations to Oh Mama Shan. Came in with a new name, new attitude, and got the win. I'm curious to know what his name means. And Pine getting the driver of the day. I'm gonna have to see how many positions he actually came up from. Let me see. Alrighty, so our final results, we have Oh Mama Wembanyama, aka Sean, in the kick hour, getting the win of the day here in Qatar, followed by DRS Maestro and High RPM. Two Red Bulls on the podium. And in P4, we have Jake, who I'm actually very happy to see on the top 5, so big congrats to him. P5, we have Kyle, also picking up an extra 2 points with the fastest lap of a 122.9. P6, Vroom, followed by Pine, who actually got driver of the day, and I think that was only for picking up one position. I don't exactly know EA's plan there, but okay. And in P8, Cowboys for Life, J-Dubs, Cypex, Mr. Quick and Thick, Don Valentin, Ovo FNW, Kovacs, Untitled, and Kimbrel, Murdoch, Ziff, and actually those were our 3 DNFs, Ziff, Guardians, and Ovo AJB. So honestly, fantastic race. A lot of the new drivers, they did really well to battle it out here on in Qatar and finish with points. Uh, if they aren't aware, they do get points from first to 20th. So they are, no matter what position you get, you are getting the points. And yeah, very, very excited to see you next week. So if I'm not mistaken, next week is in Australia, and that is honestly my favorite track. I am so looking forward to that. And later tonight, we do have our no assist division racing here again in Qatar. That'll be hosted with me and Turtle Commander 7, our admin for that division. But yeah, fantastic race, and thanks to everybody who's watching. Sorry for the little mic issues, audio issues on the during the qualifying. I do turn up my audio when I'm racing, and then I forget to lower it for the commentating. So big thanks to all of you guys who actually told me to lower it. Keeps the stream alive, and don't forget to give that stream a like, and if you haven't yet, please subscribe. But yeah, we'll catch you guys later in a few hours, in 1 hour actually. And yeah, big thanks. Everybody have a good night, good morning, good afternoon if you don't watch it. But anyways, we'll catch you later.